Alright, y'all, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this terrorist attack in UK briefly. The rape in Rockville, Maryland, which is like about 10-15 miles that direction. And what Nunes said today about wiretapping. I'll start off with the wiretapping. I already made this video like 3 o'clock in the morning last night, but for some reason whenever I upload shit in the middle of the night, nobody ever, I guess it just, everybody wakes up and it's too far down their subscription box, so I'm just gonna redo it now. Yesterday when I was listening to Comey, I was wondering, why aren't any of these people actually asking him questions that matter? Like, I can understand them having Lieutenant General Flynn's call with the Russian ambassador because Democrats are scared to fucking death of Russians. So I can understand them having that call get swept up in like some counter surveillance shit. The thing I don't understand is how the fuck did they get a transcript of Trump's call with the president of Mexico? How did they get a transcript of Trump's call with the Prime Minister of Australia? How did they get the transcripts of Trump's telephone call with the Taiwan president? Remember all that bullshit about the One China thing and how it was such a big deal? He took a call from the president of Taiwan. I'm just wondering, and I know exactly what the fuck's going on. They're playing word games or semantics. They're trying to say, well, Trump's wrong because he said wiretap. First off, he put wiretapping quotes because, well, let's face it, he's a 70-year-old man. He doesn't use computers. Really, the only thing he uses is an iPhone, and that's basically for Twitter. So, legally, yeah, no one did a wiretap because they didn't go in and put an actual bug on a copper cable, which is a wiretap by definition. And that's really the only mistake Trump made, is he should have said electronic surveillance instead of fucking wiretap. But I just don't understand how they're not asking these questions. Like, how did the call with the Prime Minister of Australia get leaked? How did the call with the Mexican president get leaked? The transcripts. And they're not asking these questions. And then finally Nunes came out today and said, we got all this evidence now. He said dozens of reports he saw. He saw himself today dozens of reports of monitoring of Trump campaign. And it's just like, it's a word game. It's like a fucking game to them. And it's fucking bullshit. Now, on the rape up the street. First off, I think they should bring back, not only should we have capital punishment, we should have public executions. People like them two men who raped that 14-year-old girl in the Rockville school. 10 minutes after they're convicted, they should bring them out of the courthouse and hang them right there. Hang them right there in front of the fucking courthouse. It should be over and done with. Now, the people that facilitated them, the Montgomery County public school officials, all the fucking Democrats in the Maryland state government that have been voting to let this shit keep happening, should be in fucking jail. And it's just ridiculous. And the thing that really no one's paying attention to with this whole thing is, it came out yesterday, but it didn't happen yesterday. It happened a week ago. It only came out yesterday because the Maryland state legislature was voting to make Maryland a sanctuary state. And the people in Rockville who have elected these fucking liberal ass backwards Democrats to represent them knew they were voting to make Maryland become a sanctuary state, to give illegal aliens sanctuary here. And I guess they got pissed off and let the cat out of the bag because they had it swept under the rug and everything. And it just came out yesterday. And it's just like, it's fucking ridiculous. We need capital punishment, and we need to bring back fucking public executions. Because them fuckers shouldn't, they're going to go to jail for a couple years and then they're going to be let out. Them fuckers deserve to. And I don't understand how they're even letting people like that go to school. Like, the one guy looks like he's like 30 fucking years old. They come from third world countries with no birth certificates. He can say he's born whenever the fuck he feels like he wants to say he was born. There's no paperwork or anything with him. He doesn't have a birth certificate. So they're saying he's 18, but even if he's 18, why is he in a class with 14 and 13-year-olds? It makes no fucking sense. And then today the terror attack in London. I mean, that's the kind of shit that happens when you let a third world ass backwards culture / religion / cult come into your country unchecked. That's the kind of shit that you see happening. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about what happened in London yet because there's not a lot of information out. It's just I think 4 people are dead. But that's counting the terrorist, the Muslim piece of shit that did it, which I don't understand why they always count the person who actually commits the crime in the dead. They should be totally forgotten about. And yeah, they should desecrate their body. And because that's one of the tenets of Islam, they can't something like that. You can't be killed by a woman. If you're killed by a woman, you don't get your fucking virgins. You don't get your versions if your body's not prepared properly after you died, and blah 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 bullshit. But yeah, all right, I'm out. Later.